South Korea's capital city, Seoul, is a bustling mega city with electric energy. But if you want a breather from its pace, take a day trip to Nami Island and the Garden of Morning Calm. These places are super popular with K-pop and K-drama fans. This is where the K-dramas are shot. If you aren't living under a rock, you would know. There are gazillions of them today. And if, like me, the Hallyu wave is a matter of curious interest to you, make this trip to soak in the serene day, in the aesthetics of South Korea. Either way, you'll have a blast, clicking photos, shooting videos, and filling up your Instagram feed. It's a lovely way to conclude a fascinating journey through Seoul with its bustling streets and skyscrapers. I have spent more than 2 weeks exploring South Korea's bustling megacities, including its second largest city, Busan, and the memorable rooftop of Gyeongcheon Cultural Village. You'll find out all about these trips on my channel. For now, let's head out for a day-long trip to the Garden of Morning Calm and Nami Island. And this also includes a bonus fun theme park that looks exactly like Europe, like France and like Italy. That's coming up. For now, let's take the ferry to go to these spots. We booked a full day tour in Seoul on a rainy day that cost us about $84 per person. This included a ferry ride on the Han River, a guided tour of the Garden of Morning Calm, and time to explore Nami Island. Some book a winter sonata tour named after the super hit romantic K-drama filmed here. This will cost you a little extra. Our trip included a visit to unique Europe-inspired theme park. To make traveling to different spots easier, we hired a taxi for the day. From Nami Island, we headed to Petite, France, an Italian village, the theme parks on a ferry. Welcome to the Garden of Morning Calm. The Garden of Morning Calm, spanning 330 square kilometers, features nearly 500 flower varieties, offering a multicolored and lush backdrop for movie shoots. Each season presents unique hues, perfect for photography. Enjoy a leisurely 2 to 4 hour exploration with the option to sip tea at the traditional Korean tea house. We have a gardening shop in the cafe here. We could use our coupons, get some coffee. Shows like I'm Not a Robot and Love in the Moonlight were filmed here. Lush green pathways and landscape miniature gardens make for perfect shooting spots. They have some beautiful flowers here and a nice sign where you can take a few pictures. And then all the way in the back, if you see, there's a nice church over there. The Sunken Garden is one of the most frequent spots of K-drama shoots. We clicked a ton of photos at this garden and then headed to explore Nami Island. So this is the spot, the parking lot, where you could either take the zip line, as you see behind me, or you could go through ferry. So what is Nami Island famous for? Why do even people come here? So Nami Island is very famous for its nature and culture and some walking trails that are really beautiful. A lot of the K-drama scenes are shot here, like the Winter Sonata seems like an important movie that has some scenes that were shot here. I recreated a bit of the K-drama myself. While walking down the Meta Sequoia lane here, rows of towering sequoia trees create a tunnel effect, heightened by the white paper lamps lined alongside. Ideal place to catch your breath and take a leisurely stroll. So this bridge is built of these donated Samsung security bottles, and these are soju bottles that were donated. Soju, as you know, is the national drink of Korea. Everybody loves soju here. It goes with lunch, it goes with dinner. Every meal you could have some soju. So this is the path that leads to the bench where the first kiss happened at the Winter Sonata movie. This was released in 2002. It's a very popular movie. So this is Winter Sonata. Winter Sonata. The first kiss bench. But the one that got my attention was this statue called Maternal Love nestled on Nami Island. The breasts of this gigantic sculpture reference China's two major rivers, the Yangtze and Yellow, and show their nurturing force on Mother Earth in this region. In this soaked, windy weather, we were totally looking forward to try a hot pot hybrid dish.
Here's the first hot pot. Like a lettuce wrap.
짱 닥치는 대로 먹다 보면 쓸데없이 배만 먼저 불러요. 양념고기!
That was the experience here for not really a hot pot, but maybe like between hot pot and a sizzler. It was a good experience. Food was amazing. Despite the chilly weather, I braved this spot to try out traditional activity within this park.
Alright guys, this is the wishing bell. This is where when you make a wish and just ring the bell, it's gonna come true. Of course I don't believe that, but still let's ring the bell.
We would have loved to hang out for some more time, but the rain made walking around difficult, and the second leg of our day trip beckoned. The rain kind of messed up our plan. Every 20 minutes there's a ferry, so you can just come here and wait for the next ferry. You don't need any tickets or anything. You can just go back. I mean, you do need the tickets initially, but then the same tickets apply. We took a short ferry ride to head to Petite, France, in the Italian village. I'm not a typical romantic, but I can see why so many romantic scenes of K-drama are shot here. These are European-inspired theme parks built on a hillock in 𝐀𝐫𝐯𝐲 province. About a dozen French-style homes and buildings recreate alpine villages. It is a tribute to the French folk tale, The Little Prince, which has cultural influence in South Korea. With some having learned this story in school, tickets were included in our tour package. If you buy them separately, they cost about $8 to $9. Candy-colored building fronts and fairy tale-like corners are favorite photo spots here. An upgrade from this theme park is the Italian Village, a tribute to the story of Pinocchio and the life of Leonardo da Vinci, the Italian genius from the Renaissance. It was childlike fun to visit both these places. That was a good experience. It's funny to go to like this French type place when you're here in Korea, but it was still fun. Nami Island, the Garden of Morning Calm, and Petite, France, each of these spots are very popular with young people. They're comfortable getaways that curate this country's natural beauty and bring a super dose of Korea's pop culture. The K-drama's culture has become a worldwide phenomenon, and the fact that these tourist spots have been curated for their fans tells you how smartly the government here has promoted pop culture. This day trip brought a break from the busy days out in Seoul. And even though I wish it hadn't rained that much, but it was nonetheless an amazing time. Now it's time for me to head to Jeju Islands with my friends for a nature-led break.